Almost anyone can open up a hamburger joint these days, but how many can boast having one that's been a popular destination since 1942? Well, the Burger Bar on the Virginia side of Bristol hasn't changed much over the years. The hamburgers are award-winning, the atmosphere's retro, and it's still the site of a music star mystery that's still unsolved. It's just off State Street on the Virginia side of Bristol, a local eatery with a tasty history going back to 1942. The Burger Bar's had several owners over the years. Kayla and Joe Deal have owned and operated it since 2013. Joe was on vacation the day of our visit. Oh, that's a picture of him. Kayla was holding court and making sure the Burger Bar lives up to its lofty reputation.
Last year we won Best Burger in Virginia.
In the whole state?
Yes, in the whole state. We won that last year by a group called the Thrillist. And our burgers are half a pound. They're fresh, never frozen patties. They're locally grown, locally sourced. And we put a lot of love into them, so I think that's what makes them good. And also our flat top is probably one of the oldest flat tops in the Tri-Cities. It's really well seasoned, and we don't use any chemical cleaners on it, so I think that has a lot to do with it too. The knobs are all broke off on it, and it's just set to the temperature that we cook at, so you can't fiddle with it or else it messes up.
That's Andrew Deal, Joe's nephew, manning the vintage grill and trying to stay ahead of the steady stream of customer orders.
Go through that many burgers on that tiny grill, I'm like, well, you over-anticipate number one. If I see 6 people come in, I'm gonna throw 6 burgers down and just hope that they're gonna get all of them. I've got it down to a science to where I can kind of like look who's coming in. I'm like, all right, well, that might be this many. That guy looks like he might be able to eat a double, so I'm gonna go ahead and put that in there.
In addition to the standard hamburger and cheeseburger, you might be tempted to try one of the many other versions. Fair warning, though, some are for serious appetites only.
We have some unusual burgers, that we've came up with since we bought it. The Oh My Cheese, which is 2 grilled cheeses with a burger in the middle.
There we go.
And the Big Mick, which is our version of the Big Mac. So it's 2 patties, 3 buns, a chiffonade of lettuce, diced onions, pickles, and homemade Thousand Island. And it's actually a pound of meat. So it's a really big burger. We always try to warn people before they order it, hey, hope you don't have anything to do the rest of the day.
Now the challenge is figuring out how to eat this thing. Meanwhile, another attraction to the Burger Bar is the story behind a country music star. You see, according to the legend, the Burger Bar was the last place Hank Williams Sr. was seen alive. Oh man. As the story goes, the singer and his driver stopped here en route to a 1952 New Year's Eve gig in Ohio. That was before Hank Sr. died in the backseat of his car before reaching the destination.
I think the driver probably did stop and come in, but I think at that point in time, Hank was so incapacitated that he didn't actually come in. But he was here, and we've had people tell us that they saw Hank here writing songs on paper bags.
Legend or not, the singer is lovingly linked to the menu. You see, many burgers are named after his title songs. The original dining room with its chrome bar and round stools is cozy but small. So shortly after buying the place, the Deals knocked out a wall and added another room, one that embellishes the Burger Bar's retro theme.
I definitely wanted the checkerboard floor, and this bar right here was original to the building, and we wanted to repurpose it, and we wanted to match it with the countertops next door, which are the boomerang Formica tops from the 50s, but they don't make it anymore. So we tried to come up with something, and we actually took records and did it under the 2-part epoxy to make it fit with the place.
Of course, what's a real burger feast without French fries? Or better yet, a good old-fashioned milkshake.
Thank you.
We have probably about 65 different flavors of shakes, and we still do it the old-fashioned way. We scoop the ice cream. It's not a pre-made mix or anything. We use real milk, and whenever we can, we use real fruit or fruit puree in our milkshakes. And we have the old-fashioned spinner milkshake machine.
There are numerous other menu items like chili dogs and Reubens, but burger is part of the name and part of the fame. And it's still the main juicy attraction for diners of all ages. In addition to award-winning, crowd-pleasing cuisine, there's a warm, family-like vibe here that comes with every customer's order.
And we have great staff, so that's a big part of it too. A lot of the staff here are family or longtime friends.
Joe and Kayla Deal have found their real calling, preserving this cordial piece of downtown Bristol history and sustaining a burger reputation that's #1 in the hearts of dedicated diners.
It's definitely a spot to come and see, and everybody loves the 50s vibe, and it's like stepping back in time, we like to say, you know.